Am I the asshole for my petty response to my boyfriend's purposeful incompetence about chores? My boyfriend has started pretending to be bad at basic life shit, like dishes and laundry. Like he can't do it, so I do it. ... I felt pretty frustrated with that and told him straight up that I know he didn't forget how to clean since he moved in with me. He was always very competent living alone, and I don't appreciate him forgetting how to do chores. I said that when I asked him to do dishes, and he refused and refused until he finally did them wrong, that I was not stupid. He said that he was trying his best and I was wrong for saying he was trying to manipulate me, and that from his perspective, I asked him to do something and he did it the best he could, and I kept at him because it wasn't up to my impossibly high standards, so he couldn't win. And he wanted me to believe him when he says he is trying. Anyways, this might be petty, but I decided to give believing him a try. So he had bleach stained my favorite little black dress. Instead of getting mad, next time he had a family event, I put it on. He asked me if I was really going to wear that. It looked messy. I said that I loved that dress and understand accidents happen, so I wasn't mad or upset. It had bleach spots, actually. I thought it looked kind of cool. He said he really thought it looked bad, and I said if he wants, he could Sharpie on the white spots real quick in the Uber. It ended up looking even worse.
He did it. Wow. Why did he just have a Sharpie in the Uber?
He probably brought it with from home. Another time we were having dinner and he had done the dishes, but put some of the cups and bowls in the dishwasher upside down, so they filled with dirty dishwater.
Oh my gosh, that is a pet peeve of mine,
It's so
actually.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Especially when there's food chunks in it.
Yeah, when it's dirty, gross. Yeah.
I took those cups and bowls, dumped them out in the sink, but didn't wash them further and served his food in them. He said that it was dirty, and I was like, quote, they just came out of the dishwasher. It's just water. It's fine. He said that no, it was disgusting. And I said it was really no biggie. I was getting over my impossibly high cleanliness standards, and I really didn't think it was that gross. The last time I had cooked for a work party of his. After cooking, the dish needed to cool for about 30 minutes, then be refrigerated. I had plans with my friends that night, and I asked him to put the dish away after it cooled. He forgot. The next morning, he noticed the dish was never refrigerated. I said it was fine, it was just a mistake, and it would probably be fine to eat. There wasn't a lot of meat in it anyways. He got frustrated and said that you can't serve meat left out overnight, even if it is only a little. And I said, oh, I think it should be okay. Stuff happens. He stopped being so lazy about chores after he realized I seemed totally okay with leaving stuff done badly and that he'll be living with it. But I feel a little petty for having been dishonest about it. I actually hate how my bleached dress looked, and my stomach turns at dirty dish soap and unrefrigerated meat. Am I the asshole for being petty?
Like we said, justified asshole.
Justified asshole.
I love this. And it's
This
funny.
is like instant karma.
Oh my God.
Instant.
But it's so amazing too, though, because it's like, if you are going to insist that you don't know how to do something, what would you do if I wasn't here?
Yeah, what did you do before me?
What did you do before me? You just kept your bowls up and ate dirty dishwater? Maybe. But
no, because
probably not.
When you were doing it yourself, you actually gave a shit and you put effort into it. And he just got lazy and expected someone else to do his shit for him.
Yeah, it's actually brilliant. And I think that one of the big relationship issues a lot of times is feeling like somebody's nagging you.
Yeah.
So she took that away. She's not nagging at him.
Not at all.
Can you imagine, like, if it went from just like, oh, she always complains about dishes and this and la la la, and then
she never would have heard the end of it.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's gonna make her out to be the bad guy and just like, But now it's just, no, I'm totally content. So let's continue to move on this way. I love it.
I think this is great. I think we'll get into some of them. Obviously, like malicious compliance can be very toxic. And
of course,
someone could say this is toxic. Someone could look at this and be like, that's unconstructive to their relationship. She should have communicated to him. And I think she kind of did. Like she tried to.
Yeah.
And so I think there comes to a point with people and relationships and like, if this is a last ditch effort, like I'm going to try it. Yeah. I'm going to go along with his bullshit. I'm going to let him eat dish soapy fucking soap water shit, like whatever. What was I saying there? I don't
I don't
know.
know. I liked it.
I don't know. But
I liked it.
if he's going to eat out of there and like his work potluck meal was ruined because he forgot to do it. And he expected him, maybe he truly forgot. Maybe.
Mhm.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe. But otherwise, he expected her to do it for him. And I think that happens a lot in relationships. Like
I was just about to say that.
no matter of the genders, no matter of like gender
Mhm.
roles or like whatever, like I think that happens a lot. Typically from what I've seen, I think women typically in those caregiver roles and find themselves kind of picking up the slack. Like I see a lot of moms on TikTok where it's like, my husband didn't change a diaper the entire time we had kids. And it's like, why not?
Yeah.
He should have.
Yeah.
It should be a partnership. So I look at this way of dealing with it and I'm like, I kind of like it.
I think it's brilliant.
I kind of like it.
And yes, like you said, communication, cool. But that doesn't always work. Sometimes it's really a doing process.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I love it. I love it.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the post because I
They
have.
kind of remind me too of I Love Lucy.
Oh my gosh.
It's just the way that the whole story, it's too innocent to be mad at, right? You know, it's not like she's not poisoning him. Like, oh,
No.
you know, she's just giving him a bowl that he washed incorrectly. That's all she did. She didn't do anything wrong.
No.
Um,
She's also just trying to live her life. Like
yeah.
to wear a bleach colored dress too, like that takes some ovaries. Like that's some balls. Like that takes a lot to do that. So like she really did commit to it. And I give her that because that's a tough one. The post was deleted
Mm,
and the account is gone, but I
Damn.
have the comment thread.
boyfriend saw it. Started putting bowls upside down again.
There's a chance. So top comment, the white spots. Oh, Joe put bleach in the wash with it. I think it came out looking great. The Sharpie marker to try to cover up was his idea too. At his family event, tell him what a goober he's being. I love it, not the asshole. I think the overall vote on this one surprisingly was not the asshole. I think a lot of people like were on board. They were like, no, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because he lived on his own just fine before you.
Mm-hmm.
And so like comments go on and someone goes, it's totally a thing. There's memes dedicated to men being bad at chores on purpose. And someone goes, strategic incompetence. And someone goes,
Mm-hmm.
weaponized incompetence. Because that's what it is. When you're purposefully like not doing stuff in hopes that your partner will start doing it for you, that's a weapon. That's weaponized incompetence. Like that's not fair. There's like stuff that's like, I don't want to throw Justin under the bus because he is really good and we do communicate really well typically. But there was something the other day, like he asked me and I was like, what do you mean? You're the one that taught me how to do that. Why are you asking me how to do it? And I'm like, do you just need a hug?
Oh.
Like, do you need a hug? Because I'm like, I get where it's like sometimes you just want to be taken care of.
Mm.
Like we all have those moments in life where like you're down in the dumps, going through a hard time, and it's like you just want to be taken care of. But I think that's where it like comes to like in this case, like he didn't have to be bad at chores on
Mhm.
purpose to get help. He could have just said, I am a little blue today. I'm
Mhm.
struggling. Do you care for the next 2 weeks? I maybe don't do chores. Like I just need a break. I'm a little burnt out. And I think that's like where Justin was. Like he was just like at like a little bit of a struggle point, like having a hard day. And I'm like, just like, do you need a hug? It's like, do you just need me, baby you? Like, I'll give you a hug.
Well, what you said earlier, you said that happens in relationships. We lean on each other.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really, really good move to kind of take a step back and realize how you're leaning on your partner and in what ways. And if they were to be gone, how you would handle it. Because I've felt that with myself before, getting comfortable in certain little aspects. And it's really good for us to check ourselves and just see what would we do if we were completely without.
Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would we do? The other thing I was going to say too
Ooh.
is that my mother,
Jan.
Jan, she used to tell me as a very young child that I was the best toilet bowl cleaner ever.
Oh.
And you know who cleaned all the toilets?
You.
Yeah.
Because
all
you
the
love a
time.
good compliment.
Oh, yeah. Especially something like that.
Oh,
I was
she
like-
knew.
It's like, look at this shiny bowl, Mom.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing.
But it's funny because then Alejandra and Sarah at one of our apartments when we had all carpet.
Lauren, you're the best toilet bowl cleaner.
No. They were
Oh.
like, you are the best vacuumer. You were so good at vacuuming. And I was like, wait a minute. I know this trick. Like I was about to be like, let me vacuum some more. But it's like the opposite. But what I thought of.
Oh my God, I can so see that too.
Yeah.
Like, just Lauren, you're such a good vacuumer.
Mhm.
I do that to my dad sometimes. I'm like, you're really good at it. Will you do it? Like,
Yeah.
I have some strategic incompetence sometimes. I'm like, will you just do this? Help me. Just help me.
I mean, it feels good to be appreciated too. So when somebody's appreciating so deeply and saying that
Yeah.
you're so great at some stupid ass chore like cleaning the toilet bowl, it feels good.
Sometimes it feels nice to get your
Yeah.
tires pumped. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.